Here,
Stand by film.
5,
Stand by music.
4,
Stand by announce.
3, 2, 1.
And fade up.
They're the Meryl Streep and Tom Hanks of Hobbs. American public, you are worthless.
Can't account for taste.
Nice. Your teaser from earlier on
That's
the loose
fantastic.
adaptation.
The Human Torch was denied a bankroll.
Shove that Pulitzer Prize square up your ass.
I'm so happy.
I'm as best as you're going to get, ladies, so here you go. We have... Shut up!
Then it's not a 4! Masturbatory bullshit. I get the joke now.
Hey,
Stupid,
kids.
wonderful thing. Yeah.
Here's some stickers.
Are you in the crosshairs of the woke mob?
To the bridge of Kazakh Doom.
What is happening in my mouth?
Pumpkin spice lattes. I was the mark. You were the mark, man.
Yay. You want to get high together? You want to drink?
Cinema.
Subterfuge, machinations.
Wow. 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 Wow.
Cheers.
Cheers. God, fine, we're ready. All right, welcome, everyone, to a brand new episode of 20 Years, 4 Beers. We are a podcast dedicated to rewatching movies from at least 2 decades ago, while simultaneously enjoying a minimum of 4 modern beers. My name is Steve, and this is my big brother,
Tim.
and we are coming to you from Minneapolis, Minnesota. On today's episode, we will be journeying back 20 years, a feat that seems more and more rare this year. Looking at you, 2005, for being just ass when it comes to movies. And we'll be rewatching the Depression-era boxing drama, Cinderella Man. I don't know. Yeah. What do we got, Tim? Do you have any rewatches? We didn't... On-air production meeting, did you have any rewatches you wanted to talk about?
Oh, like recent stuff?
Yeah.
It was just a public recognition to the listeners that when you have recommended things consistently over and over again.
Me being me or the listeners?
No, you.
Me.
Like,
yeah.
not the,
hold on one second.
Not the collective
just
you,
hold on
but
one
this
second.
is...
I just to make sure. Yeah, we're recording.
Yeah,
Good.
this is a nice thing to say about you.
Yeah, I'm recording.
I finally got my act together.
God, dude. Took
and
forever.
Streamed Andor
Yep.
on Disney Plus.
Yes.
And
Star Wars guy? I mean,
I was
yeah.
like, there's no way this is going to be as good as people say it is.
Yep.
And after like The Pit, which was again another recommendation
great,
and
yes.
destroyed me and was amazing, I was like, there cannot be a way that Steve is 2 for 2 in these recommendations. And holy fuck, Andor knocked my socks off. Like, it's one of those things of thank God I finally got my act together and watched it. It's incredible. It's not just like a great Star Wars thing, because it is, but just a great series in general.
Correct.
It is one of the best I've ever seen.
Yeah. I think
Production, story just was amazing.
Yeah, I think that's what is so what makes the other Star Wars projects not as good is because they force to be a Star Wars project. This is just like, we're going to tell a really good story within the world of Star Wars. Like, I don't need freaking Skywalker saga. I don't need any of it. Like, just tell me a good story.
And again, prequels, we always said that you remove all sense of peril when someone you know is going to live through this. So it's like, part of me is always resisting because I'm like, who gives a shit? But the world they build for this and the story of, like, again, the grounded nature, Skywalker is fun. Like, those movies are great unto themselves.
They're getting, they got tired for a reason.
But this one, I just had to, again, kudos, man. I was texting all the time, be like, I'm so sorry.
I should get, I wish I had loaded the applause button on this.
It was so good.
Just be like, I'll load it back in later.
No, I just, that was the biggest thing was, that was just incredible.
Nice I got nothing. I mean, I watched stuff, but I got nothing I want to talk about.
I mean, I'll only say for those that might be inclined to watch that new Netflix movie, House of Dynamite, hard pass. You do not have to watch it. Catherine Bigelow, 8 years coming back. It was a profound.
Catherine Bigelow is like I mean, I get people love Point Break.
And it's got like 1,000 famous people in it.
I know.
But
I just think she's overrated as a director.
Last night,
I love The Hurt Locker, don't get me wrong. I actually really love that movie.
Yeah.
But that's it. Point Break is a terrible movie.
I mean, come on.
Point Break is a terrible movie.
It is a terrible movie, but I can appreciate what they're going for.
But what it is what Point Break is good at is not because of Catherine Bigelow's direction.
True.
It's because the script is so bad, and you have Patrick Swayze, one of the worst actors, along with Keanu Reeves, also not a great actor.
It's so good.
It's so bad.
So yeah, having to come back to this.
I'm not going to watch it.
Yeah, don't watch it. It's bad.
I got other things to do. All right, cool. All right, well, as mentioned, we will be rewatching Cinderella Man. The film is a true story of James J. Braddock, a heavyweight boxing champion in the 1920s, who was living large until the crash of 1929. Just a few years later, Braddock and his family are living off government welfare like most of the country. He cannot find steady work, and they can barely afford to eat or pay any bills. Freaking pull yourself up by the bootstraps, man.
Good.
Bunch of lazy government suck. All right, anyway. Braddock's fortunes change, though, when his old trainer shows up with a one-time only fight with enough money to get them out of their dire straits. Against his wife's desires, Braddock accepts and shockingly pulls off an upset. Now, back in the game, Braddock fights for survival, for redemption, and for his family, all leading up to the hardest in-ring opponent he has ever faced. Kaboom. Wrote that this afternoon.
Again, I love, great descriptions.
Thank you. The film is directed by Ron Howard, written by Cliff Hollingsworth and Akiva I Can't Write Good Goldsman, and stars Russell Crowe, Renee Zellweger, Paul Giamatti, Craig Bierks, Patty Constantine, Rosemary DeWitt, and Bruce McGill.
If you guys were the inventors of Facebook, you'd have invented Facebook.
This is a social network
You don't have to be an intellectual property expert to understand the difference between right and wrong.
where we take a look back at the critical and fan reception from 2 decades ago.
Mark!
As usual, Tim takes point on this, so take it away, Tim.
You better lawyer up, asshole, because I'm not coming back for 30%. I'm coming back for everything.
$1 billion.
The IMDb rating is 8 out of 10. Rex Reed of The Observer said the thing that ultimately makes Cinderella Man a classic in the pantheon of American movies is the way it reveals something about the idealism, strength, grace, and grit of the American dream. Robert Kohler of Variety said Cinderella Man takes the almost impossibly perfect elements of the saga of underdog boxer James J. Braddock and fills it with emotional gravitas, wrenching danger, and a panoramic sense of American life during the Great Depression.
That's my description.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, and then Roger Ebert. Care to guess what he gave it?
I'm gonna say he loves Ron Howard, so I guess I'm gonna say a 3.5.
3.5 on the dot.
Okay, all right.
Nice. Out of 4. Said Cinderella Man is a terrific boxing picture, but admittedly there's no great need for another one. The need it fills, however, is for a full-length portrait of a good man. Most serious movies live in a world of cynicism and irony, and most good-hearted movie characters live in bad movies. Jim Braddock is almost transparent in the simple goodness of his character, which must have made him almost impossible to play. Russell Crowe makes him fascinating, and it takes a moment or two of thought to appreciate how difficult that must have been. Here is a movie where a good man prevails in a world where every day is an invitation to despair, where resentment would seem fully justified, where doing the right thing seems almost gratuitous because nobody's looking and nobody cares. Nice one. Academy Awards that year, 3 nominations for makeup, editing, and supporting actor for Paul Giamatti.
Not for writing?
I know, shocking. I know.
We hate Akiva Goldsman here.
He's just the worst.
Hate him. I get it. Actually, this is probably a better written movie. I think this is a better written movie than Beautiful Mind, probably, but we'll get back into that later.
Probably.
Cool. Thank you. All right. Well, there we go. We are going to pause and rewatch the movie. If you are so inclined, go right ahead and watch along with us. If not, we'll see you on the other side of this break. Here now is Cinderella Man.
Frank Essex, Daily News. Got a lot of reporters here today. A lot of people interested in this fight. What do you got to say to your fans today, Jimmy?
I guess I'm grateful for the opportunity. I know that these days not everybody gets a second chance. You know, I have a lot to be grateful for. You know, I have 3 beautiful, healthy, troublemaking kids, and you know, I have the prettiest wife a man could wish for.
Bob Johnson, Boston Globe. 2 days ago, we ran a story about you giving your relief money back. Can you tell our readers why?
I believe we live in a great country. A country that's great enough to help a man financially when he's in trouble. But lately, I've had some good fortune, and I'm back in the black. And I just thought I should return it.
Listen, what's the first thing you're going to do if you make world champion?
First thing I'm going to have to go and buy some turtles. Yeah, well, I said to the kids when I was leaving the house this morning that I was going to bring back the title, and they thought I said turtle. So naturally, I don't want to let them down, but if I could bring home the title and a turtle, they sure would be tickled. You know?
We got that title, right?
Jake Green Black from Chicago Trib.
Hello, Jake.
Been a while. What's changed, Jimmy? I mean, you
You couldn't win a fight for love or money, right? I mean, how do you explain your comeback?
Well, the truth is, Jake, for a number of years there, we was fighting injured. I broke my hand more than once. I got in a car accident one time. I was on the road, and I had to get that fixed. I had a run of bad luck. And this time around, I know what I'm fighting for.
Oh, yeah? What's that, Jimmy?
Milk.
If you guys were the inventors of Facebook, you'd have invented Facebook.
This is a social network
You don't have to be an intellectual property expert to understand the difference between right and wrong.
where we take a look back at the critical and fan reception from 2 decades ago.
Mark!
As usual, Tim takes point on this, so take it away, Tim.
You better lawyer up, asshole, because I'm not coming back for 30%. I'm coming back for everything. $1 billion.
I'm just like,
Start to cheer.
dude, I know.
And there was like suffering. Oh, the first year you started to cheer for two. Fucking win that Super Bowl. God, you're the worst. Yeah. We were watching in this room when they won.
I'm just letting this run. By the way, yeah, I mean, we're that's fine.
Is this on?
Oh yeah, we're on Spotlight right now. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Yeah.
For posterity's sake.
Exactly.
For
I'll be quiet.
No, you can be quiet. It's fine. For those of you hearing him in the background, our buddy Matt has joined us on this episode. So Matt, say hi.
Hi. Thank
There you
you
go.
for having me.
There you go.
Glad you're here.
We'll get back to you. So anyway, welcome back to 20 Years, 4 Beers, where we have just finished rewatching 2005 Cinderella Man, as I get my notes up here. Tim.
Well, I'm going to ask you actually.
Okay, because I actually am going to have you drive this a little, because I've seen this multiple times.
Yes.
Like, I think you have more copious notes than I do. I'm trying to use big words because Tim's here.
That was good.
Yeah. It was in context even, too.
It was good. It did land well.
Yeah.
So I must admit, when we were planning out 2005,
I know I had to fight for this one.
I was like,
I had to fight for it.
Yeah, quite the pugilist. I was like,
Look at me.
I don't know that I want to.
Dude.
I was like, meh.
I promise you.
So you were all gung-ho for it.
Yeah. Tim wanted to watch The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou, and I was like...
That was last year, thank you very much.
I don't care. We still didn't watch it, because I was like, no.
Exactly. Yes.
I won that battle.
So, let's not relitigate. So you wanted this really bad. Tell us a bit why.
I will say, I think, make sure I'm... Yep, there's a little feedback in the background. I don't know what's going on. I'll figure it out later. Hot mic. I'll take that in post. I think, honestly, part of it was $1 Million Baby was the year before.
Sure.
And I actually like this movie better than $1 Million Baby, personally.
Ooh.
I'm not saying it's a better movie. I like it better.
Sure.
Those are two separate things.
I'm not emotionally destroyed. I'll give you that.
I'm not going to seek out watching $1 Million
Actually,
Baby.
JT was here for that
exactly.
one. And
JT
I was like,
here.
so
JT
fucking
and
great.
My son Matt were just here.
Yeah.
Just
I had to go walk in the room for a while. I was like, I can't talk about this movie.
So I'm just saying,
I'll give you that. Yeah.
And I think this movie...
I'm not devastated.
I think this movie suffers from post $1 Million Baby.
Sure.
In that it was the year after, it was sort of a boxing movie, and it does suffer from that. And I unabashedly love this movie when it came to, I saw it in the theater, and it made money. Like, I think they made it for $70 million, and it made like $100, but it's like, so it broke even.
Sure.
And we know I'm not a huge Ron Howard, like, stan or whatever on this. You know, I'm not like, I think he does well in this, and we'll talk about that later, but for me, it was just like, I think this is a forgotten 05 movie in a dog shit year of movies that does not get talked about. And I think it's actually one of the best movies of 2025. 2005.
So, yeah.
So I just felt like we need to revisit this. It's been long enough. You had only watched it like the one time, didn't have much of a memory of it. And I was like, no, we have to revisit this movie because it needs to be talked about.
Well, yes. So when we were thinking about the year, a planning of the different options, and it was a dumpster fire of a year.
Go ahead.
I was like, there's got to be something else we can probably plug and play.
Sure.
And hadn't seen this in
there
the
are
theater.
some.
Sure.
Yeah.
Because I just remember seeing it in the theater, and it must have been like, the hype of, all right, Russell Crowe, Ron Howard back together after they won Best Picture.
Right.
Here's what's going to live up to the hype. Or it's going to be amazing. I definitely remember not feeling anything from it.
Yeah.
And I'll get back to some of the, it doesn't have to be 2 hours and 20 minutes. But that's okay. I'll come back to that.
Yeah, there's certain sometimes. I get it.
But I am happy we watched it again. I will give it a right up front, at least for me. It was overall a fine
Tim shitting on the movie. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Not shitting on it.
Here we go. We're going to have a Stephen A. Smith moment here.
Really great moments. And then there's some moments I'm like, oh my God, just cut back on the schmaltz. Dear Christ. It's just cloying as fuck. But overall, I'm happy we did watch it. So here's what I'll say I really like from the start. Okay, here's a movie. This boxer, he wins. Did they say he won $8,000 or something? Insane amount of money.
Yeah, especially
for the time.
Yeah, exactly.
And what I really, really appreciate, and kudos to Howard for maybe the execution or however it came to be, is it shifts pretty quickly. I want to say 10 minutes in that cool bedroom scene.
Yep.
Where we're looking in the mirror, it pans over and sees all the decadence that they're used to. And then it spins around the room and you can clearly see it's now squalor.
Yeah.
And a few years later. And so I really appreciate the pivot that they have right away for this, where it feels like, okay, now I'm in the depression. I get a sense of this.
Yeah.
There you go. But it's
you get a sense of the before.
Yeah.
Yep.
Again,
and what they lost.
Aside from my criticism of the other schmaltzy stuff, there was not an overwhelming sequence of them and the degradations they felt. It was just, we're going to spin you around, and now you're into this world
3 years later.
In. Yep. And it's really, really obviously difficult.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that type of high-level shift to get you grounded for, now this is the world that they're living in. It's a true story, and they're going to have to suffer through this. I was like, all right, I'm on board. It's good.
Okay.
Yeah, to start.
There's a lot of butts coming from
No,
you.
I have a few butts. I like a few butts, but I can't.
Yeah, you like the butts.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
All right.
But
that's all right.
It was I was impressed. I'm like, okay, I get the sense of it. It's good.
So I think one thing just stands out for me when I watch this movie is it really has just a very unique look at the Depression era. You don't see a lot of Depression era. We talked about this with Seabiscuit.
Yep.
There aren't a ton of Depression era movies out there.
No.
There's just not. Which, I mean, it does literally say Depression. So it's not exactly a heightened seller of a...
and they're after Grapes of Wrath, I think we're good.
Let's make it out. What's actually outstanding movie.
Yeah.
But, another downer. You can't, go to a Depression era too often.
No.
But they do a good job in this movie of really painting... Like you say, we start out with them at the beginning in wealth or in seeming like they're doing fine. And then just that pivot of it. And they do a great job of showing the Depression era squalor and how people had to just fucking survive.
Yeah.
Without it also, I didn't find that part too hammy. Everything they talked about with the world and the Hooverville and everything else, I just didn't think that. So I think the production design is really good. Everything really brings it home to me when I rewatch it. I'm like, this is a solidly well done movie that brings me right into that era. And every time I watch it, I'm like, I feel like I'm there. I think it's worse. I think it was probably worse than that. Oftentimes movies, I feel are they're cleaning it up a little bit.
Oh, totally.
It is way worse than probably what it was.
Well, and that's the challenge I find. If I want to see that, I'll watch a freaking Ken Burns documentary, which is amazing. But if I want to feel like shit, I'll watch that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to the movies to be have me sit through 2 hours and 20 minutes of the worst time.
Right.
And feel how awful it is for these people. So yeah, I do think they kind of gloss over it, but that's fine. It's movies. I will say it is a bit of a slow start after that pivot. I get they want to have a lot of time spent on glossing over, but not actually cutting past the challenge.
Sure. With
the 3 kids and the financial insecurity, to say it lightly. But man, I feel like okay, you could like cut some of that
Financial
stuff.
insecurity.
I know it sounds terrible.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's the most PC way to say they're fucking broke.
Yeah, exactly.
Their shit's getting turned off. It's
Yes.
Like, I mean, I know you're financially insecure. Are you unhoused right now?
Oh,
like,
right. Yeah, exactly. That's a terrible term. Exactly. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I'm hopeful.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but I think like they could have definitely trimmed, and it's like the in between sequences that I could feel okay, like cut 10 seconds there, cut 10 seconds there, like cut it back a little bit where I didn't have to be in this movie for 2 hours and 20 minutes. I could have it be. I mean, we paused it, and it was an hour, and they hadn't even gotten to the final sequence yet.
Oh, yeah, the
Max Bayer fight. They just hinted at it.
Oh, with an hour to go.
Yeah, and I was like, "There's an hour left."
Yeah,
I was like, "Okay."
No, I think they could have cut stuff, but I actually think, I think the first hour earns what you get after that.
It does.
Like, I do think you have
sure.
There is a struggle, and I definitely have struggles with this movie, and that's in Renee Zellweger. But I will say, like,
we'll come back to her.
Yeah, right. It is. I think the first hour is earned. I think you get to a point where now could it have been 10 minutes shorter or whatever? Sure, you can find ways out of there, but I think it's earned. You get to that point where now, like, now it's time to get this guy out of the funk he's in.
Sure.
And so I think it hits a little bit better for me when he does get that fight and he does get into that one time only fight. You know what I mean? Like that.
I mean, I guess I can't really compliment the movie for cutting out 4 years of the squalor.
Yeah, I mean,
and be like, man, tighten up the sequence.
Tighten up that 6 months here, dude. Like, get your shit together.
You're killing me.
So I do think, I think it earns it because what comes after does pay off. I think they easily could have cut off 10, 20 minutes of the fights. And I think the fights are really well done. In fact, I think the fights are really well done. Where they could have shaved it off is in ring stuff.
Sure.
So like here and there and stuff. So I feel like there's definitely it doesn't have to be 2 hours and 20 minutes for sure.
No.
But that's where I think they could have cut it off.
And so. I value movies that are patient, and we've talked about that many times in the different podcasts. Like time is somewhat arbitrary.
Which is it, Tim?
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Pick a fucking lane, man.
God,
no,
don't bore us. Get to the chorus.
It was like, okay, I appreciate the movie that it takes patience to tell a great story, and we get there. I just remember seeing it like I wasn't engaged. That's what I'll say. Like, and that's the challenge. Tonight. I mean, at the beginning, I was like, okay,
sure,
move it along.
Well, you have to have empathy for people. And
I mean, it was tough. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like, yeah, but well, to the point.
Oh my God. You're broke. Deal with it. God,
although I will say thank you. I was like, but maybe half an hour, and like, dude, tell me they don't kill a kid. I've forgotten this movie. Like, please don't have them kill a kid.
There is some of those that I definitely could have been cut down because you feel like if you're not going to go down that storyline, then maybe it does feel a little bit forced. So and there's definitely some of that could have been cut out for sure.
But I appreciate what they kept in as far as, degradations aren't just degradation. The struggles in the world.
I don't know what that means.
It is the great sequence where his son steals.
I love that scene.
Brings it back.
I
they have a great heartbreaking and heartwarming sequence of like, he did it because he was worried that hearing stories of other family, they basically gave the kid away. It's like, we're never going to have that. And then when it does happen where the kids are gone, and despite the performance, we'll come back to that.
Yeah.
The story, credit the story, like, she's like a different tack when it comes to our kids cannot be in this environment.
Yes. Yeah. But you can't get mad at her in that scenario of I need to do what I need to do for my kids.
And sorry, you didn't tell me your great story with a kid. Like, you're breaking promise.
You tell me that you promised a kid? It's called communication.
I don't know the promise you told them.
Yeah, we talked about this in premarital counseling. The communication is number one.
Yes, exactly. So some of that, like, I can work with it, but I do find that it adds so much of the layers to the Braddock character of, it's the integrity, it's the honor, it's the, I was doing all I could as the breadwinner to support everybody, and this went sideways like I didn't expect. So there's definitely times I'm tearing up, like, oh, damn, that's really good. So some really worked.
God forbid you tear up. Didn't.
Yes.
So we're obviously going to talk about Crow at some point.
Yeah.
So we don't do that right now because I was going to be able to pivot off of that, but we won't do that right now. Is this like I think this is one of the best in-ring action shot movies. Like, in actually the actual boxing.
Sure.
Like, because apparently he actually got hit plenty. Because except for Max Baer, the other boxers in the ring with him are all real life boxers. And the direction was get as close as you possibly can. And you can tell, and apparently he got hit many times by these actual boxers.
It's really visceral.
I think it's really I think the in-ring stuff is really well done in this movie.
Yeah.
And I guess the DP created, they created a tire camera or whatever they call it. Like, what's it called? A tire cam, yeah. So literally they had a tire. So they're holding like a physical, like Goodyear tire, and the camera is cut into it, and the boxers are hitting it. And up until then, they had only ever come close, and then the camera would like react in movies.
Oh, sure.
And so like when you see the vibration of it and stuff, they're literally hitting a Goodyear tire, and it's like actually doing that. So I mean, I feel like the in-ring stuff feels much more. I don't ever want to get punched like that ever in my life, and I'm 43 years old. I'd probably fucking die if I did. But like, I imagine it would feel like that, where you just have the vibration of just like being shocked and then having to come back. So it's not the blurry stuff like those edits, which are fine. They're definitely overused late in the movie. But the in-ring boxing is really well done in this.
Yeah, I didn't know about the boxing sequences. Really, really impressive.
Yeah.
In terms of in the moment.
I feel like I'm in it.
And feeling it, yes.
I think almost every boxing, like from the first fight he comes back to the end, is like, even in this room, there's 3 of us in this room, it was pretty quiet. Like we would crack jokes or whatever, but when the boxing was happening, it was pretty quiet. Like it felt very like, pay attention to this. Like I felt very enthralled in what was going on in the ring.
Which for a movie about a boxer makes sense. Like this is the stuff I want to connect with.
Right. But you've seen plenty of boxing movies out there that are just straight garbage.
Yeah.
Really. And they're like, you can see them miss. Like there's no connection, right? Like you just see them totally swing through and there's just no connection whatsoever. Like that, it totally pulls you from, even in like a regular TV show when there's a fight between people and they just like you watched Stranger Things recently. One of the worst, like,
oh god,
in the this is off topic here, but in the ending of season 4, Lucas is in the attic with what's his Christian face, and he swings at him and he just misses him by a country fucking mile. And Lucas hits him like it's hilariously terrible.
Brutal.
There's not a single one in these that I felt like they missed. Like it looks like they hit.
No, it's really earned, and I do really appreciate what Howard was doing with like in camera in.
Here's where it is. We're gonna swing
sequence.
Tim's gonna be like, but
no, truly, like, you and I like Howard. I think is probably one of the most overrated directors in Hollywood,
with a couple exceptions. 100%.
Yeah, like he's got amazing. The top 3 he's done are fantastic.
What are his top 3, Tim?
I mean, Apollo 13
is number 1,
without a doubt. And we'll come back to the other ones. But anyway, like
Backdraft.
Yeah.
It's not Beautiful Mind. Backdraft's actually a solid movie. It's totally terrible, but it's a ton of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
so
I think Willow, everything, you can go through his filmography and
Ed TV.
Nowadays, ahead of its time. It's no
really
Truman
good.
Show.
Yes.
But there is,
Splash.
I think, every Ron Howard film to me, with the exception of Apollo 13, is somewhat overrated for what has come around it, right? Especially Beautiful Mind. We both do not like that movie. We're gonna anyway, off topic. But I will say, like, Ron Howard is always sort of over the. I think he's always well crafted. He makes a well crafted movie. He knows what he's doing, but nothing comes to what like the world thinks of him.
No.
It just doesn't make any sense.
No, but I will say,
I think he does a good job in this movie.
He is. It's a very good job of putting you in that experience and feeling like, But the challenge I find is like I never was really worried about like they could have done without the whole Max Baer is gonna kill this guy in the ring.
I totally agree.
There ain't no way he's gonna die at this.
Right?
Like, can you please stop with the
and because it wasn't the reality of the situation, it just feels very heavy handed. Like it just feels like you're forcing this in, and this is where I feel like Akiva Goldsman came into play.
Yeah,
because it was like, how can we make this worse?
Yes,
had the reality is he did kill 2 people. He killed one guy in the ring, although not in the ring. He died the next day. And then another guy died like a month later because he caught meningitis from fighting him in the ring, and it was like his body totally broke down or whatever. So he killed 2 people, but not really.
Yeah.
But they make him seem like this super villain.
Yes.
And you know he's going to win at the end of this.
Exactly.
So it did not seem necessary. They could have been, he killed 2 people, but he's not a monster.
Yeah.
Like, they make him seem like he's like some terrible monster. I'm like, this is unnecessary to the,
or just
what you're trying to get to in the end, what you're trying to get to would have hit just as well.
Yes.
Because it didn't matter that he had killed 2 people in the ring.
Or he could have just been incredibly talented and a really tough competitor, and that could be an interesting story. But the weird drama that they tried to add in of like, oh, was there May? I guess May's a character like, way
to pay attention. May.
Yeah, like
super.
He might die.
Super good job, Tim.
It just was like, okay, kill me now. I can't stand it.
Again, there's some dialogue there. There's also delivery, and this is where I want to pivot over to Renee Zellweger because we'll praise.
Let's get the bad stuff out of the way.
Tim apparently has a lot of it.
No,
she is so. We like Renee Zellweger, like in terms of like she's great. Yeah, we've talked about her a couple times, but like, she's missed. What's it?
Same year. And Cold Mountain, she's good. Yeah,
Cold Mountain, she was fine, and she won an Oscar for it. That's fine.
Like the same character, though.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, except a Southern accent, right? Like a little more Southern. She is so miscast in this. So to a certain extent, I feel bad for her.
Yes,
because she is just not that actress.
Jim!
I know.
Oh, what's going to happen, Jim?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like,
and it's just not the right. And in fact, actually, an actress like Rosemary DeWitt would have been better in that role. Like, somebody like that.
Yes.
And I know why they had to cast. You have to cast a name actress. I get it.
Yes.
But just somebody else. Like, the reality is, I don't think people were going to see this movie in theaters for Renee Zellweger. They were seeing it for Russell Crowe.
Yeah.
And then to a lesser extent, Giamatti at the time was blowing up. Yeah. But they were seeing this for Russell Crowe.
Yes.
So it just could have been almost anybody in that role. And so I feel like there's no depth to her character.
No.
She's just a pouty, mopey, whatever. I just, so she's not good in this movie. There's a couple scenes she is good, but she's just useless here. So I feel like she's bad, but also she was given kind of a giant turd of a role. Like, I just don't think she was given a role that she could do anything with.
It is a thankless position, and you have to be like the quiet, suffering wife that's trying to raise the kids,
which is your job. It's fine.
And yeah, exactly.
What are you complaining about? You're doing what you're supposed to do.
Yes, but I think it is a challenge I find watching it where, like, he was doing just fine to provide with his profession, quote unquote, before the Depression hit. Yeah. And now it's like, oh man, can you like tap into some new untapped potential?
Yeah.
That you have some different profession you can just like go into. Yeah. It's like, I'm working my ass off. Can you get into
crypto? Like, is there some sort of like...
It's just like, I'm going to the docks, and what a weird, like, side note, position that is, like, to pick people from random.
I know.
Like, there's no order of, like, you get here at a certain time, and we'll choose the top 5.
I like the cutting a jib.
Yeah, I'm just going to stand there and be like, all right, you looking good. You come in. Yeah. You're playing the docks. It just was like, what do you expect him to do? And his profession has been beating the shit out of people, which was handsomely doing just fine for you. And now it's like, oh gosh, I never liked it when I
But she was,
like,
I will say, like, I used to think she was super whiner about that. It wasn't really until Bear, and then it was forced. Like, it just was forced. It, like, even when he got the fight, she was like, so is that the only time or whatever? And maybe they were trying to make it seem like he, I don't know. I think she was supportive of him. But then it just was back and forth. Like, she's just bipolar in this. Like, there's just really tough. So again, I don't think that's her fault, though. Like, I think that is a very poorly written character by two men who have never met a woman. Like, I just don't understand.
Akiva's like, I know this.
He's like, what is this female
exists.
form? I mean, granted, he did write Jennifer Connelly into an Oscar, but still,
sure, that
was her probably more than him.
But I do think it's like, I could have done without the, the bickering in terms of, he's working his ass off at the docks trying to get something. It doesn't work.
And all you're doing is sewing. So you know what? Let me get hit.
Yeah. And like I just
I
think
agree. I do agree with that. Like it felt very forced.
Yes, exactly. And so it's somewhat, I think, a disservice to be like, Renee doesn't do much with it. That being said, it just
she also wasn't very good.
She's not very good.
No.
In it. It's just is like, okay, insufferable. Shut the fuck up. Move on. So and then
I mean, we are talking about a 2-time Oscar winner, so I mean, like she does know what she's doing, although she shouldn't have won the second Oscar, but that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, sure. Like, but I think Down with Love is one of my all-time favorites with her and Ewan McGregor. Like a great musical. She's fantastic in it. So like she can't do great things.
My face just froze that you just brought up Down with Love.
It's fantastic. It's a delight.
It's like what? It's the 27 dresses of.
I will die on that hill, man. I love it.
Early on, Tim will die on the hill of 27 dresses, and
and Jerry Maguire. Come on, like she's great in that. Like
I agree. I think she is great
she
in what
can
she
be.
Yeah.
It's just like she's ill-served in this. It's really, really poor writing.
Okay, Tim, what else sucks?
No,
what do you got?
I can't say this.
Bring it.
Okay, so
let's get some clicks up in this bitch.
What's up with the whole Mike Wilson side character friend thing, and then the Hooverville sequence? Like, we're gonna unionize, we're gonna take on the man. And it's like
fucking Newsies.
It did feel like
it was a bit, yeah. It was like Newsies, yeah.
But it was just like, what? I get there's some element of, this could be how bad it could be. It's a cautionary tale element. But then he shows up and he's all drunk at the kids' party, and it's like, I wasn't gonna hit her. It's like,
don't judge people who show up drunk.
No, I just think like
this is
again.
Don't judge my
2 hours
Sunday
and 20
nights.
minutes.
All right,
cut it.
The entire Mike Wilson sequence, cut it.
That
or at the dock.
It would have been good to have
It's
a friend.
fine.
It's
Yeah, he's got to have like not just the wife sequence and the family. Like he can have some outlet. But also, I'm sorry, maybe it's just me. If you are in squalor, suffering for money, maybe don't go buy some beers. And we're here drinking beers.
I was like, hold on here.
I'm just saying.
Hold on.
Yes.
Hold on.
We live in a
Don't
land-
tell me how to have a good time.
I'm just saying, I love me some good beers. But if it's like the electricity is going to be cut off, or you're going to the bar with some friends and be like, you know what? Maybe
bar?
I'll figure out some like moonshine or the shit. But, like,
Which bar? That would be my question.
I just think like
where are we going here?
I could have done without the whole Hooverville sequence. Like he wanders down like, hey, you're getting beaten
part
up,
of
and
me
then
wonders,
like,
and I didn't do any research. If that was really true, then keep it in. I would kind of like want to know if he had somebody or if it just literally wrote it in.
It's like a composite character. Of like, maybe
that's what I'm wondering.
Life,
like, does he find? I don't know. I like him as a friend. I like him having the outlet until he dies, and then it feels
was
like
great on the dock, and even like the great like kind of integrity of, oh no, I'll protect you somewhat because like don't slow me down, but then we can work together. Like that could have worked, but then it goes off the rails, and then the whole like wife there, and I just like the entire sequence like cut out. That's 10 minutes right there. Boom, cut it down. Arbitrary.
Well, in the end, his death doesn't really serve a purpose of any kind.
Yeah, there's no impact.
Right. It's not that. Yeah, he just doesn't. I think it's fine. His character's fine, but yeah, his death does not serve any purpose. So unless he really was a real life person who died,
sure,
then you have to kind of keep that in. But like, if he was just a composite character, then it would be frustrating to me.
Yeah, there was no like.
If only we had had time to research this, and I probably could have.
But there's no like learning from. Like Braddock doesn't go like, oh wow, I've been changed and impacted by this. It's just like, oh crap.
Yeah, it does feel like maybe
Mike
they're
died.
just trying to paint the picture of the time.
Yes, it was like a broader context that to me, like I didn't. If you haven't landed that in the hour and a half prior, in terms of the suffering and the squalor and everything, I don't need it like really hitting home at the end there. Of hey, Hooverville.
Well, we're going to talk about it in War of the Worlds of like random people too. So I mean, we'll talk about there's a lot of random people. So I get it. All right, Tim. Any other things that suck before we get to the good, or what do we got?
Like no, there's a lot of frustrating things, but then yes, let's talk through some of the good things.
I think maybe we'll end on Crow.
Yeah,
I mean, who doesn't want to end on Crow?
Yeah,
I'd love
exactly.
to finish there.
Russell.
Yeah.
Paul Giamatti.
Yeah, man.
Like, I remember seeing him in American Splendor.
Yeah, that's actually why he got cast in this.
And really,
the producers loved him in that.
So good in that.
Yeah,
and we've talked about him in Sideways.
Yeah, he was one of the things I liked about Sideways.
Yeah.
Which is not a ton.
Very true.
Yeah.
But like, you kind of forget how effortless he is as an actor. Like, Renee in this is showy to me. Like, she's an actress. Like, it's just like, okay, unpurse your lips.
She's trying too hard in this, for sure.
As like the suffering wife.
Yep.
Paul is just fantastic.
Yeah.
As the trainer, manager, all these things coming together.
The man in the corner.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And with his whole story of he appears to be doing just fine, but then when she comes to visit, and it's like, oh no, like we're barely getting by. Just
I love that scene. I actually love that scene.
It's a really great turn for this character. But man, him on the ring side is
He's so good.
Yeah. Like, you have to have someone like that that's gravitating as Jim's getting the shit beat out of him.
Yeah.
To feel like energized, engaging. Like, he's so good in this.
Yeah. I have no notes on that. I mean, it's just, yeah. Here's news. Paul Giamatti is a good actor.
Yes.
Because Tim finally watched The Holdovers and loved that.
Yes, exactly. We've already talked about that.
Okay.
It's so good.
Yeah, it's another one that I was right about. So, he brings a natural, like, he's a weird looking dude.
Yeah.
Right? But he gets these roles, but I'm just like, he's perfect as a trainer in this. Like, he's just like perfect. Like, we talked about the Eastwood, like, he's that grizzled veteran or whatever, but here you're like, no, this guy is just that, like, I can't do this, so I'm going to train somebody how to do it, right? He's so good in this. The Oscar nomination is totally warranted. Totally. What were the other two, by the way? Because I want to talk about...
it was like editing.
I was going to say, editing has to be on there, right? Because I think the editing is really solid.
Yeah.
Like, I actually really love the choice, too, of when they do have the heavy-handed back, like the memories or whatever, it's like that handheld camera style.
Yeah.
Like that grainy sort of, it wasn't like some scene that we weren't partaking in or whatever in the movie. It was like that sort of camcorder feel. I really like the decision of that. And the edits are solid in this.
Yeah.
There's not a ton of like weird edits.
No.
So, and that's tough in a movie like this. I'm assuming.
And the action back and forth and cutting, it's really well done. Yes, I agree. So, one thing I do like, with two things. No, was it's a weird thing of like, so when they're watching the Max Baer like film, him,
I feel like Matt here said, I feel like that's something that did not happen in real life.
No, like exactly. You're watching this, being like, look at this guy kill someone in the ring, and it's just like, like.
Okay.
The option is I don't fight and don't get paid.
Yeah, I don't feed my family.
Clearly, I've been like,
or
I will do whatever.
Yeah.
And what is this going to do to help me?
Yeah.
Only in as much as I do feel like there's a slight payoff later when it shows him like kind of studying it.
Correct.
And as much as like I'm seeing like
you're giving me film on this guy.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's not just like, okay, dear God, I get this guy's tough and like all the different things. Like they're in the bar and he's just like talking smack, like, you're terrible. I do like that it does pay off when he's in the ring and he's leaning over. Russell is leaning over and he has that quick flashback of like, all right, I'll use this to my advantage. So like, again, in the moment, I was like, oh, God, you don't need this. And then it pays off.
A little bit.
Yeah, I'll work with that. Yes.
Anything else before we head on to...
Thomas Newman's score.
It's solid.
It's
How
just
can
solid.
you go wrong?
It's just nice.
How can you go wrong?
Like
you start...
he's my favorite.
Yeah.
I just love him.
Thomas Newman just makes you cry just by hearing it.
Yeah, he's just so damn good. All right, Russell Crowe.
So, I don't have it loaded, but this would be, I think, A League of Their Own.
Wow.
This would be A League of Their Own.
Let's talk through it.
Yeah, this is a, I don't know if it's a segment called A League of Their Own, which is essentially, this movie is good. I love this movie, but this movie is really only good for one reason, and that is Russell Crowe's performance in this movie. It is, I am shocked with how popular he is and was at that time, that he did not pull down. This we've talked about before. There's movies that are great that are not on the Oscar radar, and then there's movies that are on the Oscar radar and then don't pull out a performance.
I mean,
he's great in this movie.
I will not.
Come on.
To be clear, I am not going to dismiss how great he is. But these are the nominees of that year.
Yeah, I will pick one that he's better than.
David Strathairn, Good Night, Good Luck.
Okay.
Philip Seymour Hoffman, Capote.
Yeah.
The eventual winner.
Yeah.
Heath Ledger, Brokeback Mountain.
Obviously, who should have won, but yeah.
Joaquin Phoenix, Walk the Line.
I would have almost picked him over this.
And Terrence Howard for Hustle and Flow.
No. See, you lose me on those last two.
I don't know about that.
You lose me on those last two. I get because he had won and he had been nominated a couple times before, and the Oscars are totally predictable. If you lose or get robbed a year or two later, you're going to win.
Yes.
If you win or are nominated a couple times, you're going to get
perpetual makeup.
Yes. I mean, it's just it's
Our bad.
back and
Sorry.
forth. It's the reason why Tom Hanks went 22 years between nominations.
Yes.
He's already won before.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
And also, Terrence Howard is great in it.
Yes.
But I'm just saying, those last two are where you lose me, where I go, I think he's better than those two.
I would actually put him over Joaquin Phoenix.
For sure.
For Walk the Line. Yes.
For sure.
Yes.
Terrence Howard is great. But I either... Okay, then you're semantically talking about... Because I don't think Russell Crowe should have won Best Actor by any means. Because I do think... Personally, I think Heath Ledger should have won. But Seymour Hoffman is great in Capote.
Good.
So, I mean, like, either are fine.
Yes.
But I'm just saying... This, for me, when it comes to performance, is I mentioned it to Matt earlier, off camera. Obviously.
Is it camera? Shit. You're telling me now?
Sorry, Matt. Put your pants back on.
Oh, God.
Now you tell me.
Edit.
This is the movie I point to with people of, if you're going to talk about an actor using their, like, being great, look at their eyes. Like, you know what I mean? His eyes in this are just devastating throughout the whole thing.
Yeah.
Early on, he's happy, and then all of a sudden, he's totally in ring. Like when you talk about the transition, in ring, he's just destroyed. His eyes are just broken.
Yeah.
And then everything to do with losing the kids or potentially losing the kids. That whole he has this like just like mountains and valleys performance to this, and it's not done through heavy-handed acting.
No.
It's all done through his face.
Yes.
And you just read his face, and I'm like, as a father, we're all fathers in this room, I would probably look like that if somebody were to try to take my kids away without my control. Like it would be, so I think he is, shocker at this time, Russell Crowe is just awesome in this.
And you kind of lose sight of, okay, the Gladiator, he won for that.
Yes.
And so it was
it's
like
one movie in that stretch he probably shouldn't have won for.
Exactly. He should not have. And Beautiful Mind, he's fine.
He's fine. Yeah.
It's just poorly written overall.
Yeah, but
When
you go LA Confidential and you go to Insider. I mean, there's a couple movies in between. You go LA Confidential, Insider, and then you go to Gladiator, and then you go to Beautiful Mind.
Yes.
And then you run into this movie, and I think they're Master and Commander. Hello?
Oh, God.
Like, what a freaking stretch of movies.
Like,
I know he had other ones in between there.
I agree. These ones.
Those 5 are fucking incredible.
Yeah, The Insider and this are so
Come on. He is so good in all of those movies, and Beautiful Mind and Gladiator would be lower than what we're talking about. He is so good in this movie.
And it's really difficult as a character, an actor, like, Ebert talked about in his review of, Braddock clearly was somewhat, from a historical perspective, like this saint.
Mm-hmm.
Or kind of like this larger-than-life character. It's hard to carry that with any type of authenticity or accessibility as an audience member. But I think it's even more challenging to carry responsibility and portray that in a movie. But we see that as dads. We see that as like fathers of like the obligation, the responsibility of putting the time of the depression. Like, this is what we need to do to make money for our family. This is all I've known how to do. And his elements of like balancing the tiny moments of, validation of this will work out. And I forget the line, I should have wrote it down, but he's talking about like, basically like, I have to know like our faith is going to be like, pay off.
And even he says like, I have to know I have some sort of control over.
Yeah. And that I think is such a great connecting element for this. And he's so effortless. It's so quiet.
Disturbing how effortless he is.
Yes.
Like how it's just like keeping in mind he's also Australian. So he's Australian. He comes in with a pretty authentic New Jersey accent at the time. Like really well done. Yes. I mean, again, it's not news. Russell Crowe's a good actor. But I will say in the last 10 to 15 years, he's sort of been like this forgotten actor. Not like he doesn't need to. He's got some roles. He's out there. He's definitely out there. And he's got some decent movies, in particular from The Good Guys. Or The Nice Guys, sorry.
Nice Guys, exactly.
Like, he's got some stuff out there.
Yeah.
And he's in a movie they did this year about the Nuremberg trials. So we'll see. But he's just sort of gotten a little forgotten of how really good he was at this time.
Yep. He was really, really good.
Do you have anything else?
No.
Matt, do you have anything you want to chime in on? Did you take any notes?
I took all the notes.
Okay, yeah. Did you have? You don't have to say anything.
No, I won't. I won't say much.
Okay. What do you got? You're here. You might as well
I
share.
just want to thank you guys.
Oh man, thanks for being here.
For letting me in on this.
Wait, plug it. We're here. Plug it.
Oh my God.
What do you got?
Everybody, check out my new podcast. It's called Love and Basketball, a Timberlinks fan.
Timberlinks.
Yeah, it's
all one word. That's how I found it when I searched for it. Because Love and Basketball was a movie, right? Timberlinks.
By the way, Love and Basketball, the movie, is the reason why it's named Love and Basketball.
Yeah, man.
Favorite
a movie Tim has not seen.
Oh, well, actually, it reminds me of back in the day.
Movie connection.
When we used to watch movies. Like, it should have been in the mix with all of those.
You, me, Kyle.
Anyway,
Soul Food.
Yeah, Soul Food.
Soul Food.
At my house.
Yeah,
the Soul Food. Yeah.
Food. Oh my God! Can't believe we ordered Soul Food and then ate Soul Food, watching Soul Food a bunch of
terrible.
Suburban.
Love it.
Whatever. That was crazy.
Matt, welcome. Thank you for coming. But yes, what are your thoughts on the movie?
First of all, I need to preface this by saying I love a lot of movies. Okay.
Yeah. Welcome to the club.
This is kind of my thing. People make fun of me. I love a lot of movies. I love Cinderella Man.
It's good.
Yeah.
I think Russell Crowe, Paul Giamatti are awesome. I also feel like that they just focused on those two characters in terms of writing this movie.
Yep.
So we talk about, there's a reason why Paul Giamatti is so good in this movie is the character actually has something to it. Like, and same thing with Russell Crowe and Renee Zellweger. There's an opportunity there. I love what you guys said about the whole side stories. You know, they could have cut all of that. I think the last fight scene was something like 28 minutes.
It's long.
Like it's crazy long.
Yeah, they take a long time.
They could have cut half of it. I mean, 14 minutes would have been good.
Yes.
You know what I mean? 12 minutes would have been good. But I just love it. Sometimes you got to see movies that make you feel some feelings.
I agree.
But also at the end of the day, you walk out and you feel kind of good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, there's a whole bunch of movies out there that are great that you want to jump off a bridge afterwards. You know, and this is a good movie.
Yeah.
That I actually I can go to sleep tonight and be like, yeah, that was good.
I liked it.
I like that one. I'll happily dream about that movie.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to. Some of the movies I watch, I don't want to think about again.
Yeah.
But this one feels good, and I'm okay with that. I mean, there's a whole bunch of people, and for you guys cover a lot of movies that actually you enjoy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a lot of movies made in these years that are great.
We
movies,
could have been. Yeah.
But do you really want to watch it again?
No.
I mean, like Monster. Sorry.
No, we had it on the list. We're like, I don't want to do that again.
Really? Yeah.
Monsters
exactly.
Ball, even.
Like you
around
saw
that
it,
time.
and it was like so good.
Yeah.
But like
Once.
never again.
No.
Never again.
Boys don't cry.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Right.
Cool.
Never
Exactly.
gonna see it again.
Never again.
Not on this podcast.
Yeah, I mean,
Boys
so-
don't cry.
So I appreciate that you guys like take a look at movies that are good, and sometimes that are just like a lot of fun, and then dive in on them, and you're reminded like, oh, that was a good one. I love that. So this one I enjoyed watching again. I've probably seen it way too many times.
See,
probably 5.
This will be the last time Tim
7 times.
ever watches it.
But it's a good one. So thank you guys for having me here. It's been a lot of fun. A shout out to JT. I know you're listening.
JT?
The beers were great.
We'll get back to the beer. We're going to cover a little bit.
That's the thing.
We will get your thing.
Yeah.
But I will say one thing that you talk about bad movies. Tim and I talked about early on in this is that we are not doing this to like get together. Like we are doing this to get together and watch the movies we want to watch.
Yeah.
Like that's the point. And similar to Love and Basketball, Timberlake's story, it is like you wanted to do that with your wife because it's a fun outlet. Like you can do that. People might want to listen to you. If they don't, boo-hoo, go find something else. There's a billion podcasts out there.
Right.
But that's what I think is fun about your first episode, which is really cool. Like you can tell you just wanted to do that. And that's what we wanted to do too. Like 5 years ago, we were like, first of all, Ellen was like, Jesus Christ, just stop talking about movies around me.
We're in
I
lockdown.
don't want to hear this anymore. Please, dear
anymore.
God, do something else. But it is like, and that to me is what's fun about doing this and what you guys are doing. And so like, keep doing it's awesome.
Thank you.
So
thank you. This has been like, it's awesome to see you guys work at this. I've known you guys forever.
Yeah.
So it's cool that it's out there for the rest of the world to see because you guys do this like off mic all of the time. And I'm always like,
never shut up about it.
Yeah, it's like how much stuff do you guys
Good
know? I mean, I can basically say, do you like that movie? Yes. You guys go so far into it.
We're talking
It's so
we're
great.
talking about the
Yeah.
score and
Oh
the
my God. You guys use
whatever.
names like everyone knows all of these people.
Yeah,
And
Horner,
like, I
man.
know the actors, but no, I don't know the person who wrote the score. I'm sorry, everybody.
Apology accepted.
It's like earlier when you said something about sports thing. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. The name you mentioned is like a reference in sports. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
So I feel you.
Yeah.
In terms of like
Yeah,
movie stuff,
exactly.
you're like, Akiva Goldsman. What the fuck?
Yeah, Akiva Goldsman. What?
You're just making
But we
words
talked
up.
about it. We found out other movies. The Client.
Oh, yeah.
We talked about The Client and A Time to Kill. Those are both Akiva Goldsman movies. Like, I mean, Akiva's out there, man.
Yeah.
So, all right. Do you have anything else?
No, I'm good.
Do you have anything else right now?
No,
We'll talk
thank
about the
you.
beers in a little bit. Okay. All right. Perfect. Let's move on.
I'm going up there. I'm going to try it. I'm going to let the jury decide.
As we close out our spotlight segment, we come to our final takes called The Verdict.
If we are to have faith and justice, we need only to believe in ourselves.
This is where Tim and I give our final verdicts after rewatching the film and decide whether or not the movie held up over the course of 2 decades.
Now you get out of here before I call a bailiff and have you thrown in jail.
This is The Verdict.
I said to hell with it, to hell with it.
Good.
So for me, a mixed bag of a true story focused on the trials and tribulations of a Depression-era boxer given a second chance. Cinderella Man has moments of real weight and at times, however, of just really schmaltzy melodrama. Grounded, thankfully, by an understated and just fantastic performance from Crow, who brings, oddly enough, a saint down to earth with decent directorial flourishes from Howard, I will say, during the fight sequences. Overall, if you cut out about 20 minutes of this, you'd have, I think, an incredibly tight and phenomenal movie. Work on polishing up the script for Renee Zellweger's character, and it'd really, really be fantastic. However, for me, 3.5 out of 5. I'm happy we watched it.
I'm glad we did too. I mean, I wish you had liked it more.
I enjoyed it.
Yes,
but I
do
was
wish you
not
liked
moved
it more.
by it.
So for me, I personally, what a great movie. Cinderella Man is one of 2 films that I recommend for anyone who asks me about Ron Howard. I'm not saying it's anywhere near Apollo 13, but to me, this is like this is a great movie in terms of like, what are you going to do? And it is just exactly what you want from a film like this, as Matt was talking about a little bit ago. Russell Crowe and Paul Giamatti are arguably at their best, especially when in ring together. Some of the supporting roles are a bit much, including Zellweger as the bipolar supportive wife, and it does float close to ham over the top, like a hammy. I don't know what that is called, hammy. Hammy? I wrote hammy. I'm like, that seems weird to say. But the filmmakers, I think, balance that well, and what comes out is a truly wonderful sports film. With typically well-crafted direction from Howard and an actually decent script from Goldsman, although I think it's probably the other guy who wrote the good stuff. Cinderella Man just hits right notes for a feel-good sports movie, and I think it's more than that a little bit. I don't think it's ridiculous to say this is my favorite, maybe not best, but favorite boxing film. I have 4 out of 5. Obviously, we're talking about $1 Million Baby and Raging Bull and Rocky and everything. But Tim's like, I think this is my favorite. It's definitely the one I've seen the most of. So
nice.
I have 4 out of 5. Good.
Come on, not my beer.
With our reactions and verdicts to the movie out of the way, we move on to the reactions to our beers that we drank while rewatching our subject movie.
And if you want to have sex with a disgusting bad brewer with a terrible attitude,
this is where we take a look back at our beers and give our expert ratings for our drinking buddies.
Ugh, whatever. Hey, here's the truth.
This is Drinking Buddies.
Let's get weird.
So bad.
Dang it. All right, first beer we had tonight was from, again, one of our favorite new options in the cities. Haggard Barrel out of St. Louis Park. Their Intellectual Commons Fresh Hop Hazy IPA. It was a nice one to start with. It was a 4.25 for me. It was a lot of just nice flavor, good smell,
Yeah.
And I'm a big fan of these fresh hops this time of year. So it's good.
It's a good smell.
Good smell.
It's a good smell.
Because beer, sometimes you like crack it open, you're like,
oh god,
stanky as fuck. But no,
yeah,
this is,
somebody's
even
got to
now,
wash up.
There's no blue cheese.
Yeah,
It's good.
I have a 4.25 as well. We will agree on that one, especially for a fresh hop. It's really good. And it was was it a hazy fresh hop?
Yep.
Right. I mean, you don't see that a ton. In fact, do you remember in Denver for your 40th, we were at Station 40, whatever, and they had a fresh hop hazy, and we were like, what is this fresh hop
This is
hazy?
magic.
This is like, how do you do this?
Teach us your ways.
This is like X amount of years ago. We thought it was like the greatest thing ever. You don't see it very often.
Dear God.
I know. God. Ancient.
Man, pre-pandemic.
Anyway, I have 4.25 as well.
Yeah.
Matt, what did you think about the first beer we had?
Yeah, it was great.
No notes.
No notes. Excellent. It was great. I give it a 4.25.
There you go. Agree with us.
I've heard that it was
smart
a
move.
great score.
Just
Smart
delicious.
Move. Good score.
And then I was actually happy to see this week at the liquor store. So I've lamented offline with you how
Off
much
camera.
the Florida beer scene sucks.
Yes.
I'm very lucky to be able to go there every year with my wife's family. We have a good time. But the craft beer scene is much like that state, the nation's dingleberry. It's just terrible.
Yep.
It's awful. That being said, I was shocked this week walking by, be like, what the fuck? There was some available here that I've had there. Tripping Animals out of Doral. Yeah, Florida. Their Bandito Double Dry Hopped Hazy IPA. It was a 4 for me. It's a nice option, I think, with, was it Mosaic? Mosaic Cryo Hops, and not to be outdone, Mosaic Dino Boost.
Ugh,
Boost. So over the top with Mosaic, but I liked it a lot. It was a nice option. 4 for me.
I had a 3.75. I thought it was a little stanky, and I mean, not in a bad way necessarily, but I definitely, coming off that first one, it was like, it's the inherent it's my first time. So inherent downside of when we have multiple beers, not the alcohol, but you do come from like one I like and maybe one I like less.
Yeah.
It's like, does that hurt the rating? I didn't love it, so I came to 3.75, but it's, again, well crafted. Matt, what did you think about the second one?
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Okay.
I would say that because it is another hazy IPA, I give it a 4.24.
4.24.
Like
you better rank that in.
less.
There you go. You better rank that in.
Yeah.
Tim, what do we got next?
So happy you're here. And then our friends out of Montgomery, Minnesota.
Oh, so good.
That tracks Montgomery Brewing. Their Hop Slayer.
Funny how that works.
IPA, which had much more of like a classic IPA.
Yeah.
Feel like definitely like fuck that hazy stuff. It was nice. It was a 4 for me. It was a nice, clean IPA option.
I mean, I don't think you're ever going to hear me besmirch Montgomery Brewing on this podcast. Like, I don't think it's it. If you ever get a chance to go down there, you should. You live like 10 minutes away from there.
Yeah.
It is one of my favorite places. I have a 4 out of 5 as well. It is a really solid beer, and unsurprisingly, Montgomery makes really solid beer. Matt, do you want to chime in on the third beer? What do you got?
Okay, so the third beer was my favorite beer.
Yeah, the Hop Slayer.
Exactly. I enjoyed it a lot, even though I just had a half glass.
Just a taster
of it.
Yeah. Just a tip.
I would give it a 4.26.
With 9 repeating afterwards. Like 4.2. I'm almost to 4.27, but I can't quite get there.
Yep.
Can't quite get there.
Not quite.
Love
it was very good.
And then out of Minnetonka, Minnesota, Unmapped Brewing Company. Their low visibility hazy IPA.
Was low vis. I was wondering. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Did you not know where it was from?
You poured my beer. The rare time you were a good host tonight, you just poured my beer and handed it to me.
It's almost like I should give you the can so you know the fuck we're talking about.
I would have known, but I don't. I have 2 cans in front of me over here.
It's, again, to refresh your memory from before, Unmapped.
It is good, though.
I believe it's near your house. Yes.
I don't own the house. I do where I live. Yes.
Your residence in Minnetonka. It's a 4 for me. Again, I did not plan for a whole night of IPAs, but this happened to work out well. It's a really nice option from them. I like it a lot.
Well, I didn't plan to, but just ended up there. Yeah.
Oh, just wait till
I agree. Can't wait. I do have a 4 out of 5 as well. Low vis is just good. So, Matt, what do you got?
Okay, again, I really like IPAs.
Mhm.
Hazy IPAs are my favorite. So we're in the right world. So thank you for screwing up and only having IPAs. That was wonderful. Thank you.
All for you.
It was my least favorite.
Sure.
Ooh.
I give it a 4.22.
You do love Matt's bar, like for movies and for beer.
Yeah,
is
exactly.
like as long as I can finish it,
it was good.
It is good. Yeah.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't have, like you said, the funk.
Yeah.
Don't want the funk, and I don't want fruit in my beer.
Yeah.
No. Oh,
so
God.
they didn't have that.
Do you
and so I
remember
was
that
happy.
blueberry beer?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, God.
Well, first of all, that was really good. You remember that blueberry sour?
Oh,
The
yeah.
little tiny
Blueberry
can?
sour was like...
Yeah, it was like this big.
It was like
and
space age.
Yeah, it was
crammed in
it
a
was
line of
unbelievable amount. It actually was really good. But I agree with you otherwise, because usually the fruit in the beer is just garbage.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Come on.
Yeah, you gotta be fucking with me.
Yeah, exactly.
We've had like 500 beers on this. I mean, like at some point, one of them is going to be
It's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
And then, actually, thank you for bringing this. I was looking at this like, ooh, I should try this.
I'm not a huge Insight guy, so I'm glad you did, because I usually don't spend my money on Insight. I will admit.
There you go.
I would spend your money on Insight, no problem.
I like to say I'm not a Thai food fan. I like one dish of pie. Or Thai.
Whoa,
I like
pie too.
Yeah, pie. I like Insight.
Yeah.
A few things. I'm not a big fan of them overall,
Yeah, I
but
agree.
a few things stand out to me. But yeah, I'd like to, in case of emergency, drink glass.
Mhm.
It's a hazy pale ale. Not to be confused with India pale ale. It was a nice one. It was a 4 for me. I just like, this is a really clean option as well. It's good. Nice one to end on.
I agree. It's 4. I got nothing else on it. It's Insight. It's good. Matt?
You know what I'm going to say.
4.269. How about 6.7?
Oh, no. My kids aren't here.
Yeah.
No.
He's like, hold up.
No, I don't need to play up to them. No, I didn't know I was drinking this at the time, but I enjoyed it. I think that it's around that 4.23. I think
There we
that's the
go.
one that's missing.
That's good. That's good.
Love it. All right. Thank you. Oh, I hit the wrong button again.
Oh, not that one.
The exciting quiz program 21.
Our final segment of the episode is Quiz Show,
I've stood on the shoulders of life, and I've never gotten down into the dirt to build.
where in our research for our subject film, we find some interesting trivia nuggets that we hope will stump the other and possibly intrigue you.
This is not McCarthyism. You're not here to expose for the sake of exposure.
This is Quiz Show.
Well, evidently, certain of the contestants were given the answers in advance.
Cheating on a quiz show. It's like
No
plagiarizing.
shortage of beer in this house. Tim, how many you got?
1.5.
Yeah, I actually am. I'm gonna admit, I'm actually kind of happy about. So I'm gonna let you go first, though.
So
I'm a gentleman.
We've covered Renee. Thank you.
Yeah,
we've covered Renee. We've covered Renee Zellweger before in Chicago.
Correct.
And she started her career in small and uncredited roles.
Yes.
Reality Bites and
Empire Records.
Dazed and Confused.
Oh, okay. Is that the answer to your question?
No.
Oh, okay.
But she had her first leading role in what 1994 slasher flick co-starring Matthew McConaughey of Dazed and Confused.
Slasher flick with me? Really? I should absolutely know this movie. In fact, I'm pretty sure I've seen this movie.
Marquee name.
Yeah. Why have I seen it? It's 1994?
Yep.
Wrong buzzer. What do you got?
Return of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Right.
Yep.
I'm going to give myself a second buzzer. I should absolutely know
Which
that.
was a
Fucking
year
garbage
before
movie.
Jerry Maguire.
I know.
It's weird to think
so
about,
nuts.
like, you're uncredited, all these things, and then you just, like, terrible
You do that,
movie.
and then you do
and
Empire,
then
and
you
then
get,
yeah.
Yes.
God dang it. Pick every game, Steve. All right. What's the half? I'm very curious about your half.
I know. We'll see.
All
Depends
right.
what you got.
All right. Half chub. So, Paul Giamatti portrays the typical man in the corner persona that we have seen in many films over the years and earned an Oscar nomination, rightfully so, for his work. I was going to make you guess how many times this type of role has led to Oscar nominations dating back to 1941, but I decided
I know. It's like, okay.
not to be like,
I was
you would
thinking,
literally
like,
been like 4 just
Yeah.
to throw that
Yeah.
shit out there.
Sure.
But incredibly, it actually took over 60 years. So 1941 was the first ever nomination for a man in the corner, like for a style role. Took over 60 years to get a first win. And only 2 actors have won Best Supporting Actor for being the pseudo sidekick trainer in a boxing film.
Well, Morgan
Can you
Freeman.
name the 2? Morgan Freeman is one.
Last year.
Yep. Well,
But
I mean, yeah, 21
Oscar-
years ago. And that
Sure.
was the first
Oh, that's
ever. So there was 1, 2. I have them named here because I'm a fucking nerd.
So Freeman was the first one?
Yes, in 2004.
So in between now and that, there's been another one?
Just so we're clear, James Gleason in 1941, Arthur Kennedy. I'm not going to name the movies. Victor McLaughlin, that's 3 for The Quiet Man. Great movie, actually. You'll never watch it. Burgess Meredith, obviously, for Rocky.
Yeah, it's like, yep.
Joe Pesci for Raging Bull. John Voight for Ali. We're all before Morgan Freeman. So Morgan Freeman was the first sort of like, and he wasn't like in, you know what I'm talking about? It's just like that sort of like best supporting actor in that sort of role. And there was one more since then.
Crap. Christian Bale.
That is correct. Good pull. Christian Bale.
Like, wait, there's not many other boxing ones.
So it's only Giamatti and then Sylvester Stallone in Creed. And so you would think that's sort of like I thought there would be more.
Yeah.
Like in this kind of role. There's a lot of boxing movies out there. I thought there'd be more. But that's it. Nice job.
Nice.
Good pull. What's your half, good sir?
So Rosemary DeWitt.
Yes.
Do you have anything on her?
I'm sure I already know this. Go ahead.
Maybe yeah.
It's not that
we've talked about it.
It's not that I have this as my
care to guess
her
her maiden name.
Oh, it's Rosemary Braddock.
Yes,
I assume because yeah. Did you know this?
No.
Yeah, Rosemary
so the
DeWitt,
actress in this like Mike Wilson guy or whatever.
Yeah, we talked about it earlier. Like Rosemary DeWitt. Yeah,
his wife.
She is the granddaughter of James Braddock.
The real James
Shut
Braddock.
up.
Yeah.
Shut up. I was the one that brought it up in the movie.
I know.
I'm like, why has she been in? What else has she been in?
She's been in everything. Yeah.
She
but
literally
she's made for this
is.
movie.
Yeah.
Like literally.
Yeah.
Literally was made for this movie.
Her grandfather was the main.
Yeah. So that little girl in the movie, the daughter is her mom.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's got to be the first. Doesn't he think like her agent was like, hold up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're doing what now? We need to have a conversation.
Ron. So
we're gonna need to chat.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait, just 1 second.
Yeah.
Before you go on.
Yeah.
You're talking about the woman whose husband was in all,
in the the best friend. Yeah. Her
woman.
So that's definitely why they kept that shit in.
Yeah.
Like they even cut to her like at the church,
like weeping.
They're like, oh, here she is. It's like that's crazy.
Yes.
Yeah. So she's
'Cause that's what. Come on.
Yeah.
I know.
They wrote that in.
Use your brain, Tim.
No, I mean they wrote that in.
Shut
we
down
were
the
wondering the whole time. I didn't know that. That's exactly why that role exists.
Yes.
Now they have it all.
Yes.
Yeah. They're like, look at what we did.
Look at what we did. It's a great story. So much so that was also my second trivia. So
Oh, you guys. I stumbled upon like, wait, Braddock, what is that? Wait.
I already knew it, and so I was like, I'll just throw it in there. My only one really was the supporting actor.
That's
so
good.
Perfect.
Nice.
Thank you. All right. Well, that brings us to the end of the episode. Be sure to find all of our previous episodes on your favorite streaming platforms. Stay tuned for our upcoming happy hour on War of the Worlds, not the new one. Not the new one with Ice Cube or whatever. Are you familiar with this film? Oh, God.
I know the one that you're gonna cover.
Yeah. It's awful. Anyway, not the new one. And also on future episodes on Kiss Kiss Bang Bang and the Chronicles of Narnia, or better known as the Chronicles of Narnia. Find us on the web via the metaverse of Facebook, Instagram, and Threads, and head to 20years4beers.com for more info. We want to say thank you for taking the time to listen, for clicking that like or subscribe button on your devices. This has been 20 Years, 4 Beers. My name is Steve.
I'm Tim.
And also Matt. And thanks for listening.
Thanks, guys. For posterity's sake.
Exactly.
There's a lot of butts coming.
No, I have a few butts. So
let's get some clicks up in this bitch. How about 6, 7?
Oh, no. My kids aren't here.
Yeah. I was like, there cannot be a way that Steve is 2 for 2 in these recommendations. And holy fuck.